Hey, y'all. So I want to give a shout out to somebody, man, that really means a lot to me, man. He got a great mind. He got an even better heart, man. He just a good human being, man. Good, solid dude, man. One of my partners, man. As you can see, man, I'm sporting that Rich Athletics gear, man. So if you want to get you some good at Rich Athletics, man, go check him out, man. He got some good stuff, man. And like I say, we should always support the people that we know do right. We support Nike. We support Balenciaga. We support all them brands. But I'm going to support my man. You dig? So go check my man out, man, and get with him, man. If you like them good sweatsuits, them good hoodies, he barbecue, he cook. He just a good dude. He trained kids for football. He was great. He majored in a lot of sports, man. He just a good person, man. So go check out his site, man, and get some of this gear if you want to be rich and you want to see your athletics grow, man. This podcast gonna be about just real stuff, just talking about life issues, having fun, helping you develop your mind mentally, helping you see a path. Just because that's what we do. I'm Christopher Saygo. So I just wanted to cover some areas with y'all today. So today I'm going to discuss the T.R.U.E program. It will be part of what we talk about and discuss on the podcast. So T.R.U.E, it means the right use of energy. So the energy it can help kids. It's a curriculum for schools. It's something that will help people that's coming home from prison. It helps me. It's just something that I thought of maybe 25 years ago, and I implemented it. I worked on it. It was a concept, and I found it to be defined. I found it to be true. I found it to be something that I know my experiences in life could take, and if I did it right, I just had to use the right use of energy. So if you define yourself, every human, with energy, then you know that if you walk into a room, you can feel the vibe of something if the energy is off. People always say, oh, you got good energy. Oh, you have positive energy. Oh, he got bad energy. So everything is always evolving or revolves around energy. So when I came up with the concept for T.R.U.E, it was just the right use of energy. It will help you define how you can place your energy, how you can stop people from using your energy toward negative aspects, how you can make your energy be more positive, how you can just keep your energy even keel. You know what I'm saying? Like if your energy is off, you don't want to do nothing during the day. If your energy is bad, people don't want to be around you. You can sense that, like I said, when you walk into a room, when people say you reading the room, that's what they mean. You reading the room for energy. If the energy in the room is foul and you walk into it, you can feel it. You're not just getting a temperature, but those are the words that they use for energy. What T.R.U.E will do will show you how to define that, how to look at it, how to apply your energy to your life, how to apply your energy to your surroundings, how to make sure that your energy is always up to par and it always allow people coming to you because your energy will be a pulling force if you follow it the right way. So even when your energy is low, try to stay high and make sure that you do the right thing with energy at all times. First, good energy, great energy, positive energy. An example would be, say if you entered the room and you could just sense that everybody in the room was quiet. I mean, you could just feel that it was a lot of tension in the air. And you entered the room and you was having just a great day and you needed to spice up the room. I mean, you could come in with the energy being positive with your conversation, with a good smile on your face, always speaking to people. You don't know who life you could save or how you could make someone's day better. A prime example, I got this spot I go to. It's like a little area I go smoke. We ain't gonna call it a safari, but it's like a little sanctuary. So they have chicken, they have deers out there, so I go out there to smoke my cigars. I'm always out there enjoying my time. It's time for me to, just get my energy back up. And so this one day I was out there, and this is a young black guy. I don't even know his name, but I could tell that he was up to some funny business. You know what I'm saying? And I seen him walking, and he walked over there by me. But he reminded me of my son. He walked just like my son on his tippy toes, and it was just funny. So when he sat down, he didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. And I was like, what's up, little brother? He was like, man, what's going on? And I could tell he had a lot on his mind. He probably had a pistol on him. So I was like, man, listen. I said, man, you know what, man, when I saw you coming, what I thought of, he was like, what, man? I said, man, you reminded me of my son. You walk just like my son, man. He was like, for real, man, how old is your son? And he started asking me questions. But his energy changed because I had came with that good positive energy, and he seen that I was somebody that had some good energy, and it made him change. So even if his energy was bad, I overwhelmed him by how I came, how he fed. He seen I was plugged into that positive outlet, to that real outlet, to that real energy, to that good juice. And he was like, oh, no, man, whatever I got going on, I'm going to try to reciprocate it to the big homie. And he reciprocated, man. And every time I go up there now a lot, I see him, and he always stop by just to say hi to me. That's good, great energy, a connection. Plug it in. 5 bars. Now, bad energy is something that you can just notice from afar. You can notice bad energy on the phone. You can even notice bad energy in a text, an email, a fax. No matter where you at, bad energy, you can always sense it. Bad energy is something that two people that's doing wrong, both of them got doing something bad, but they don't even like each other's energy. So that's why they say ain't no honor among thieves, because the energy always bad. So a prime example for me of bad energy is like when I encounter somebody and they always negative. They always got a negative downside. They always pessimistic. They never optimistic about anything. Everything they say is always why me, this can't happen, this not gonna go right. You know, that's just bad energy. And when you feel like that, you can put that into the wind, man, and you can blow that off yourself and blow that into somebody else. So I think even in relationships, bad energy is when you have somebody you don't do no investigating on them, or you don't do no investigating on the person, they family. You don't look into how this person was brought up. So when you get to thinking that you know them, you could even encounter them and move in with them. If their energy is bad, that's when you really gonna get a taste of all their bad energy. So you have to protect yourself from bad energy by making sure that you maintain a positive vibe. Bad energy, man, can come from anywhere. And once you encounter it, bad energy can rub off on you. It's like deodorant. It's like smoke, man. It's gonna stick to you. So you have to always be upbeat. You have to always be aware of bad energy. Put yourself in situations, man, that's bad energy. It ain't gonna never be about what somebody bought. It's gonna always be about what somebody taught. So I told my kids, if you in a situation, man, and it's bad, the shit I bought you ain't gonna get you out the situation. It's gonna be what I taught you. You can't look down at your Jordans or your Guess or your Balenciagas and be like, how can I get out this situation? They not gonna talk to you. But if you give your kids that positive energy, they can always encounter the bad, man, no matter what happens. So always be positive when the energy is bad. Bad energy don't help. It only destroys. Yeah, so that was just a little explanation explaining true positive energy, negative energy. So I just want to give y'all a quick insight to what the program is and what the curriculum will be. You know, it's very in depth and it'll cover a lot of stuff. So with that being said, I just wanted to move on to something that's always be on my mind. Like, you know, just having general conversations, and you will hear people saying stuff, you know, just sayings that they never know, like what need to be understood don't need to be explained, you know, where the middle finger came from, you know, all those kind of things. So some of those sayings, you know, all money ain't good money, you know, this stuff that you people say and they never know, and people never try to explain the history of where they came from. Like the middle finger. The middle finger came from the time of Napoleon when they was fighting the English. They was fighting England. So Napoleon always told his generals and his army whenever he catch some of the British soldiers, he was going to cut their middle fingers off. So when the British end up defeating Napoleon, they all stood on the beach and gave him the middle finger. That's where the story of the middle finger came from. Say like when people be like, "Oh, you a son of a gun." You know, when you would have soldiers on the battleships, and they would be the guys that would be shooting the guns, but they wives would have the child, and the people would be like, "Oh, so you a son of a gun." No, their father was a person that shot the gun. So when those things are being said, we have to know where they come from. We just can't use them and put them in places that we don't know. That's why on this podcast, we'll really be talking a lot about just historical facts and knowing things. And it's not going to come from a perspective where you dumb if you don't know something. No, we at this table talking. It's just like y'all are here with me. You know what I'm saying? We sitting around chopping it up. This is what we supposed to do. Like people supposed to sit at the foot of griots. When I was little, we sat at the foot of my granddaddy as he told stories, as well as most of you have. So that's where information come from when it get passed down. So when you doing a podcast, in my view, in my partner's view, and my co-host view, we feel like you should share information that's relevant to the people, that can make the people feel good about their day. So as we go through this explaining, we're going to come up with our own sayings. You might hear me say a lot of stuff. My granddaddy had a saying. We used to ask him when he was driving, Granddaddy, why you drive so slow, man? So my granddaddy stayed on 24th and Chambers. We might be going to 43rd, man. I ain't lying. It might take us 2 days. I'm exaggerating the time, but that's how slow he was driving. He used to always say, and this don't just apply to driving. This what makes certain sayings so valuable. He would say, wherever I'm going, they waiting on me. I never understood what that meant until I got older as a person that started paying bills. All my granddaddy was saying to us is always, they waiting on you. No matter what you doing in life, people waiting on you to show up. So you can always take your time and try to do the best you can in every situation. Even in a worse situation, take your time to evaluate it. Have your plan, think your plan out before you move. You can't move. Make your first move your best move. Let me give y'all a couple of more sayings that I know, because we're going to be discussing sayings a lot on this podcast. So if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's like the pot calling the kettle black. We'll be explaining the history of all those, but I'm going to explain this one right here because I feel like it's relevant to the conversation. So when the Haitians was fighting the French, because as everybody know, Haiti is pretty poor and most of their money is in the French banks. So they had defeated the French, and Napoleon came back. He had all his guns pointed at the island. He was going to shoot the island up and kill them all. And that's when one of the soldiers that was Haitian screamed out, "All money, not good money," in their language, and it's been translated that that's what he said. And that's how the French end up taking over Haiti, and that's why a lot of Haitians speak French, because all money wasn't good money. He was saying that they should have never dealt with them. They should have never got involved. Now look what happened to our country. And they still feeling that now. They still feeling that now. If they want to do something in Haiti, they have to seek out permission of the French because all their money is locked up over there. So that's just another saying, something that you can teach your kids, something that you maybe just learned. Because when I learned it, I felt like it was some valuable information. It was something that I could turn over to some people that I talk to. Because when people use sayings, they might use them out of context a lot and never know what it means. So those something that we'll be discussing frequently. So y'all just remember, all money ain't good money. But because we on the podcast, it's always going to be something true too, though. Bringing it to a head. So today I just wanted to discuss a little something about with y'all about the podcast and about T.R.U.E. So we'll be having more content available. The podcast will be way, way, way longer than this one is right now. If you got content that you want to talk about or discuss, please go to the comments and bring it up and mention it to us. We'll try to discover it, or we'll try to talk about it. We're not therapists. We're not that. We just some hood niggas trying to provide some stuff to people that we know need it and see life like us. You know what I'm saying? And we can generalize it and make it all a conversation, just like we sitting around the table enjoying each other. That's what this is about. You need that in your life every day. Without that, your life ain't gonna be anything, because, and it ain't gonna be true. It's gonna always be missing something. So these are the elements that we provide. So look for all the content. Go to hit the subscribe button, and everything will be on the bottom that will be coming up. We will make sure that we have everything in a line for you. We will be having merch, products. We will be having more as we go on. and hit that like button. Even you could tell your friends. You can sit down and watch us with your kids. You can sit down and watch us with your mother, your father, your cousins, because this all is relatable stuff. We're not going to try to talk over people's heads. We're not going to try to act like we on some scholarly stuff. We're going to provide it to you plain and simple. Give you the truth. Give you the game, as people call it. We're going to try to make the game the right way. We're going to try to be the good refs. We're going to try to make the right calls. If something happened, we're going to try to be the ones that officiate it the right way. So I enjoyed talking to y'all today. I enjoyed y'all being in the house with us, family. We hope y'all have a good day. And as my mom always say, make it a great day just because.